Good morning, YouTube. It is, I mean, not early morning, but kind of early morning. It's earlier morning on Labor Day. I just thought I would vlog today because I'm actually shooting and doing some work for a sponsored post. And I get a lot of questions from you guys about how you get a sponsored post and then what that process looks like. So I thought I would just keep it casual and do a vlog and kind of take you through my day, a typical day if I'm working on vlog content and doing a sponsored post. And then I'm also test driving this new camera. So this is it's kind of heavy. This is the Olympus EPL 9. I upgraded from the EPL 7. So doing a little bit of a test drive of this camera today. I'm actually inside with only these lights above me. Otherwise it's pretty dark, so you can see like does okay in fairly low light. God, my eyes look like swollen. It's like happens every morning I wake up. So I'm gonna do some eye scrolling probably. But right now I'm actually just watching Karen Bond. I'll leave a link to her YouTube channel down below, but she is an interior designer in I think like Vancouver. But she does vlogs regularly where you can kind of like see behind the scenes of her business. It's really educational if you're somebody that wants to be an entrepreneur or if you just really like interior design, whatever. And then I'm also having my latte that I made. So I made myself a little bit of a latte using my Nespresso, which is over here. So yeah, that's gonna be my morning, and I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and if you like it, I hope you subscribe and stick around for more lifestyle, beauty, blogging content, because I try and put up new videos like fairly regularly. Anyway, stay tuned to see the day, Labor Day, filled with blogging.
This is real, real love.
Okay. So I just sat down to think about how I want to write this post. I'm not normally this bad. Like if I have a post that's due today, I would normally do it like days in advance, but the product showed up late and like I felt like I didn't know how to write about it because I didn't have the exact product, even though I've used other products from the brand before. So I felt like a little bit confused. That's some of the downsides of sponsored posts, you guys. It doesn't always go according to a set calendar. Like stuff shows up late and you just have to roll with it. So anyway, my draft of everything is due today. So I've got to get that done. But I wanted to walk you guys through sort of like where my head's at when I think about writing any post really, but especially a sponsored post, because I think what a lot of people tend to do is they just like, it's an ad, right? So people think about it like, oh, here's this, it's great, versus like, I always approach every single blog post with the thought, how am I adding value to someone? How am I helping someone, and what are they gonna be searching for? So Google is actually my #1 source of traffic, and then Pinterest is my #2, and it's really because I do this exercise with myself where I break it down. Like, okay, if I have this topic I wanna write about, right? Like, okay, I wanna write about the Nespresso or something, right? I'm gonna say, okay, well, what are people searching for? They're searching for best Nespresso recipes. They're searching for, is the Nespresso worth it? So it's like those types of topics, that way of thinking, and you can actually verify if people are searching it by utilizing, I think it's like the AdWords Keywords Planner, Google Keyword Planner. Just Google that, you'll find it. But that kind of helps you figure out like what do people want to know, what are they searching for? So that's the exercise I really do with every single post, but especially with sponsored posts, because it's not just about an ad, right? It's like I chose this brand and I chose this product because I use it and I thought it was helpful for me, so I want to share that with you guys. So it's always about adding value, and if you come at it from that space, that headspace, you're always going to be more successful than just like pushing a product, you know, like a shitty ad basically. So that's kind of what I sit down and do as I think about it. So for example, this product is actually from the brand Summer's Eve, which they do like pH balanced washes for women. So it's like literally a wash for your gentlest of areas. But I'm a regular user of that wash actually. So I really enjoy their product, and they came out with new products. They came out with like other washes, wipes, like different things like that. So I know I'm a big fan of the brand, and I know that it adds value for a lot of reasons, right? Like it's specifically formulated for you and your body parts. It's important to have a cleanser or a wash that is specific to that area, right? These are the types of things I'll think through and kind of use when I'm angling and framing my post so that it's helpful and adds value and really tells you guys why I actually like that product, why I use it, and why I think it's important that you add it to your bathroom routine. So that's like really how I try and frame things. I just think that's a really important step when you're thinking about how you're gonna write something, and a lot of people skip it. A lot of people just, you know, kind of write this very airy, whatever, high surface level type post, and that's not how you're gonna get eyeballs on your content. And on top of that, like that's not that's not why I write anyway. I write to be helpful to people and I write to add value. So if you always come at a topic with the thought that you're gonna add value first and that's what your intent is, you're gonna be way more successful in the long run, and brands will actually wanna work with you for that reason. So yeah, that's probably my main tip when it comes to writing the actual sponsored post, or any post for that matter. Let's talk a little bit about how I write my posts. So I do use my iPad sometimes to write, and if I do, I use the Evernote app, and I actually have the Evernote program on my computer as well. So as you can see, like I was starting a post here about why functional bags matter. I have another one here about Elemis, and I actually just posted this Hydro Flask one yesterday. So I really like to use this to kind of, you know, do some of my, sorry, it's not in focus. I really like to use Evernote to do a lot of my writing, and then it syncs with my computer. So I can have this anywhere, even on my phone, and can jot down ideas or write a full post. So it's pretty much guaranteed that I will use the Evernote app to write my blog posts. That way I can do things in batches. I'll use this, write like 5 blog posts in one sitting. That's like, you know, a month's worth of blog posts or something like that. And then I just have to shoot it. Yeah, I get a lot of questions on what I use my iPad for when I blog, and this is one of the main reasons I use the Evernote app. All right, so I took some photos. I did mostly just product shots. I don't have anyone to shoot me today. I don't have anyone to shoot photos of me today, and I'm waiting for an L bracket so that I can turn my camera and use a remote and take pictures of myself. But until then, I will rely on some flat lay shots. So I'm really liking this one. I laid out my purse. This is actually my emergency kit, this thing right here. I tossed a lipstick in the background to kind of tie in the rose gold in the purse, like the hardware, and then stuck the little wipe coming out of the bag. So yeah, I'm really liking that. I do actually have these wipes in my emergency kit, so I just kind of did a little flat lay, and I'm really liking the way that that looks. That will probably be my hero shot because I'm liking that one the most. In case you guys are wondering, I actually shot this photo on this camera. So this is the EPL 9 by Olympus, but I used a different lens than the one I'm filming with. Let's see if I have it out here. Hi Pop, say hi. Okay, so I have this out here. This is the lens I used. It is a 45mm with, what's your f-stop? I think it's like a low 1.8. Yeah, so it's got a really low f-stop, so I get this kind of like nice blur bokeh in the background. And then I try and utilize all the surfaces I have in my blog room when I shoot. So like I love this little marble thing. I did some photos here. I have the black carpet, which just serves as a good background. I also have over here, this is actually like a fake marble table type thing, so we'll shoot stuff on the background there. I just really like to use different textures and different backgrounds for my flat lays, so I keep these props kind of at the ready. And then what I do is I actually take the photo from here and I put it into Lightroom. Lightroom is where I edit all of my photos, so you can see it here. Like this is, I just posted this to Instagram this morning. So I'll import it here and then I will do some editing. I like to use the presets by Claire presets. They're by Claire Huntsberger. I can leave a link to those down below, but I use those a lot and then I just adjust them. They're very bright and I prefer to have more contrast in my photos, but I like the warmth they give. This is pretty much how I edit all of my photos. Just a little update. I have to share all the photos and a draft of the actual post with the brand. So I'm actually using Google Drive. I've just created a folder for the collaboration. I dumped all the photos in, and then I will also have a Google, what do you call it, Google Doc? Yep, I'll have a Google Doc that will have the draft of the blog post plus the draft of all the social copy in here as well. That way they can just quickly review and it's all easy to review in one place. Fast forward hours later. So I have showered for the day. I started cooking dinner. I did a pot roast in the crock pot and I got my post submitted. So I'm now lounging in bed. But what I did is I used a Google Doc, wrote my draft, and then I submitted that to the brand for their review, and then the next step from there will be I will just wait to get feedback, and then I will just compile all the photos and with their edits for the text and post that blog to go live. So I guess I just wanted to give you guys like a little sneak peek of that post, but then also just to talk through what it's like to actually work with a brand and what that process looks like. I actually work on the brand side for my day job as well, so I'm very aware of sort of this process in general. If you guys have any questions about it, feel free to leave me comments, and yeah, I'll link to a couple helpful blog posts in the description box as well. But I hope that you guys enjoyed this very casual, not formal vlog, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys!